Welcome back, Wildcats fans, for some exciting Wildcats baseball action. On this little overcast Friday afternoon, we have a deep high fly ball to right field, and it is caught by a NMB outfielder. That was Ray Sabrino at bat, making one out, and this is the bottom of the first inning here at Pace Senior High School. Up to bat for the Wildcats, Jonathan Mustelier. It's a ball call on the ground. Little low, 2 balls. It was a quick 3 and out, the top of the first inning for your Wildcat defense, doing a great job. And that's the first strike call, making the count 2-1, officially called by the Blue. Three and one call, another ball, and the odds are in the batter's favor. High fly ball, and the pitcher gets under it, and that's 2 outs for the Wildcats. We got a hit to left field, and it's called foul. And that's, by the way, Luis Munoz at bat. High fly ball to center field. Can you get under it? And it's dropped. And we got a base hit, and he's going for 2. He's down, and he's safe at second base. So we got a man on second base. First run of the game, potentially sitting on second base. Up to bat is Gabriel Sanchez. Correction, that's Benjamin Rell, number 23, Benjamin Rell, not Michael Jordan. Line drive to left field, and it bounces. We're going to have a run come in, and it's 1-0. Your Wildcats are on the board, 1-0. Double for Real. Up to bat is Matthew Perez. Another shot high to left field. Left fielder gets under it, and he loses. It looks like he loses it, and the sun drops. And another score for the Wildcats, making the score 2-0, and another double for the Wildcat hitters. Now at bat for the Wildcats is Gabriel Sanchez. High and inside, ball one. Swing and a miss, strike one. One and one with one man on second base. Low and a little outside, making the count 2 balls, 1 strike. We've got contact over the pitcher through the second baseman's glove, and another run will score, making it 3-0. Your Wildcats taking the lead, keeping the lead rather, 3-0. And we now have a man on first. And up to bat is Adrian Machado. Can he keep the streak alive? That's a shot straight up to the right, and it's going to fall foul. A low bouncer sends the man from first to second on an easy jog. The score 3-0 for the Wildcats, with a possible fourth run sitting on second base. Line drive to right field, and that'll bring in that fourth run as he stands up and steps on home plate. 4-0 for the Wildcats. Up to bat for the Wildcats, Carlos Toro. Low and outside for ball one. High fly ball, solid shot to left field. Can the left fielder get under it? And he did, and that's it for the Wildcats in the first inning, bringing in 4 runs. The Wildcats 4, and North Miami Beach Chargers not on the board yet. Let's see what happens now, the top of the second inning. So it's a breezy, overcast day here at Pace. Let's see, it's Delgado Stadium at Pace Senior High School. Not too much traffic noise coming off the Palmetto. Nice day, and so far the bats are hot for the Wildcats. The top of the first inning was a 3 and out. Let's see if we could recreate that here, top of the second inning. High ball, ball one. Swing and a miss for a strike. 1-1. We've got contact off to the left side, and that's going to be wide, and that's a foul ball. So 2 strikes, 1 ball. We've got a chopper to first base, toss to the pitcher covering, and he's out at first, so it's 1 out in the top of the second inning. And another ball call. Pitch by Toro is a strike down the pipe. And that is a solid strikeout by Toro. 2 outs in this top of the second inning. And the Charger batter swings at a high pitch, strike 1. Toro's pitch is inside for ball 1. Another strike for Toro. And strike 3, that retires the side, leaving the score 4-0, Wildcats. Up to bat for the Wildcats is Brandon Villabril. High and inside for ball 1. Pop fly out to left field. Looks to be foul, and it is. Left fielder couldn't get to it, so Villabril is still alive. Foul tip off to the right side, and it'll drop probably behind the dugout. A 1-2 count, and here comes the pitch. Another ball for 2-2. Ball 3, we have a full count for Villabril. Pop fly to left field deep in the warning track. And left fielder jumps up, doesn't make it. But he did stop it, and that's good enough for 2. So Villabril sitting at second base. And Ray Sabrino will come to bat. And let's see if Sabrino could drive him in, adding to the 4-0 lead that the Wildcats already have. Solid shot to right field, and the right fielder was able to get right under it. And that's 1 out for the Wildcats. That was Jonathan Mustelier on that foul ball, and strike 1. Let's see what he can do with this pitch. That one's in the ground, so we have a 1-1 count. Solid shot to center field. Can center field get under it? And he does. He sits right under it and is able to throw it in. And Villabril is not able to move. Still stuck at second base. Up to bat is Luis Munoz. Pop up to left field, and between shortstop, they didn't get under it, and he'll make it to first base, and that'll bring in Villabril, making the score 5-0 for the Wildcats. Up to bat is Benjamin Real. First pitch is low, ball 1. Low and inside for ball 2. Another low pitch for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes for Benjamin Real. Line drive, stopped by left fielder, and that's good for a single. So man on first and second, and up to bat is Matthew Perez. First pitch is low for ball 1. As the sun comes out and shines down on this great baseball game. Pop fly into shallow center field, and it's dropped by the shortstop, but just enough to bring in another run. That makes it 6-0 Wildcats. So the Wildcats taking advantage of the sun coming out. Fielders haven't been able to bring down too many of these pop flies, and the runs and the RBIs keep going up. Ball 1 for Gabriel Sanchez. That's a call strike. 1-1 for Sanchez with a man on first and a man on third. Sanchez takes a cut at that one, tips it back for a strike. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 3, and that retires the side. So the score now, 6-0. Your Wildcats still up. With a little good defense, we'll be able to get back to the batter's box and score some more runs. Now pitching is Luis Munoz. Strike one for his first pitch. Second pitch is hit and rolls foul off to the right side. Foul tip. There was a good swing and got just a piece of it. Low ball. Looks like it may have gotten the umpire on the right foot. And we got a solid hit. Grounder to first. And Munoz is able to cover just in time for the first out of the third inning. A little high, ball one. That one was not high, and that's strike one, so it's a 1-1 count. Strike two, and number 52 for North Miami Beach is down to the count. A little low, ball two, 2-2 for the count. Swing and a miss for strike three. Another strikeout for Munoz. Down the pipe for strike one. That one a little low, ball one. And a short pop fly in the short infield. Just short enough. Just enough for a second baseman to pop it right over to first. And that's the third out of the top of the third inning. Keeping the score, Wildcats 6, Chargers 0. Bottom of the third inning, and here comes Adrian Machado, your first hitter. A little low for the Chargers pitcher, and it's ball one. That one was a little on the high side for ball two. Ground ball hit to second base and gets it to first in time for your first out of this bottom of the third inning. Up to bat for the Wildcats, Carlos Toro. And that first pitch is on the ground, so it'll be ball one. A little higher there, strike one. 1-1 for Toro. And that one climbed a little higher than it needed to be, so it's ball two. And a little lower on that one, so another ball. Looks like the count is 3 balls and 1 strike. Deep pop fly to left field, and it is foul. Full count for Toro as the Chargers pitcher gets ready. Just too high to swing at, and ball 4 as Toro takes the jog to first base. Back up to bat is Brandon Villabril. Short line drive over the pitcher, just behind second base, and runner from first is out at second, but Villabril does get to first. So we have a single, and we keep a man on first. And it's 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Ray Sabrino at bat, and let's see if Sabrino is able to move this batter over and keep things alive. High pop fly to right field, shallow right, and it's going to bounce, land outside. It's broom time for the home plate umpire. Another high pop fly for Sabrino. Catcher tries to get under it, and he does, and that'll be out number 3 for the Wildcats. So the score stays 6-0 Wildcats. Their first scoreless at bat this game so far. Hopefully the last. And that ball's right on the line. And we have an error at first base. And the batter will make it to second. So the Chargers are now threatening to score with a man on second base. Just a little blooper of a hit right down the third base line. Ball couldn't decide whether it was going to go foul or not, and it stayed in just long enough. And that's a strike down the middle for Munoz. Hopefully he can keep this man from scoring, from hitting. Another short hit. And it was ruled foul. So strike two. A short pop fly into shallow center field. That'll move the man on second to third, and only a single for the batter. So now two men on base for the Chargers. So it's the top of the fourth inning, no outs, and man on first and third for the Chargers. Swing and a miss for strike one. And a little check swing there for making contact for a foul ball. Adding another strike to the count. Ground ball to second base, and there's no play. It's fair. The play to third, and he's safe at third base. So the first run for the Chargers comes in. Well, we're still at no outs, and it's now 6-1 Wildcats with a man on first and third base. And that's a call strike. So no outs. Top of the fourth, 1-1 call. And we got a pop fly. That's going to land foul. Another pop fly, straight to the backstreet, right behind the, right behind the Westland dugout. Good thing we're under a tent. And that was called a ball. The count 2-2. Line drive. Actually, pop fly out to left field, and it's caught, but the man on third is able to tag up. That brings the score to 6-2 Wildcats. One out now, but there is a man on first still. Swing and a miss on the first pitch, strike one. He chased a high fastball. That one comes back down for strike one. Strike two, excuse me. Good contact, but it sailed far off to the left for a foul ball. Foul tip, more contact, but not in the right direction. Ball call for 1 ball and 2 strikes. And this Charger batter keeps protecting the plate with another foul ball. Low and outside for another ball. And swing and a miss for strike 3, bringing up 2 outs on this top of the 4th inning. As the sun comes out again, it's a little conference on the mound as our Wildcat coaches talk it over with our Wildcat players and make sure that NMB does not get on the board again this inning. So the change is made from Munoz to Jonathan Mustelier. Let's see if Mustelier can take us out of the 4th and get us back in the batter's box. Special shout out to our Wildcat administrator on site, Mrs. Diaz Rubio. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Things are starting good for Mustelier. Ball 1 on the 2nd strike as the breeze picks up and makes our tent look like a rag doll. We got a short blooper. Center shortstop gets it over to first base just in time, and that's out number 3. So the Chargers on the board with 2 runs, but the Wildcats still in the lead, 6-2, going into the 5th inning. I'm sorry, bottom of the 4th inning. Now it's time for those Wildcat bats to heat up again. And for the bottom of the fourth inning, Mustelier takes us out of the top of the fourth as the pitcher is now first at bat. And hits a pop fly high up on the left field, and it is gone. Home run for Mustelier. First home run of the game. Deep shot into left field, right over the fence. And it's a good day for Mustelier. Up to bat now, Luis Munoz. And a strike call. And a solid hit also to left field. And that one is gone as well. 2 home runs back to back to just about the same spot. So Mustelier and Munoz back to back home runs deep into left field, making the score 8-2 Wildcats. So bottom of the fourth inning, no outs, 2 home runs. And now Benjamin Real is up to bat. Another hit deep to left field. Could this be number 3? And yes, folks, Wildcat fans, we have 3 home runs in a row, almost identical spots, back to back to back home runs to deep left field. Now it's Benjamin Rao at bat, and now the score is up to 9-2 Wildcats. Up to bat is Chris Martinez. Strike 1 on the slow curveball for Martinez. And Martinez hits it to left field. It bounces in front of the left fielder, and that's good for a single. Martinez on first base. Up to bat, Gabriel Sanchez. A pop fly to shallow left field. And the shortstop can't bring it down. So we have a man on first with a single, and Martinez makes it to second base. Up to bat is Alejandro Oliva. Low pitch for ball one. And a high pitch for ball two. And that's another ball call. Low and outside. Solid shot to left field. And the left fielder gets under it. And that'll be another out. And Carlos Toro comes up to the plate once again. So bottom of the fourth inning, one out. And the score is 9-2. Pop fly off to the left. Third baseman sprinting to get under it, and he does for 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. Well, looks like he didn't catch it, and Toro is still at bat. That's another deep shot to left field, and once again, another home run for the Wildcats with 2 men on base. That'll make the score 12-2. So Toro hits the 4th home run in the inning and brings in 2 batters with him. 2 runners, excuse me. So the sweet spot for the Wildcats here at Pace Field is left field. What you can't see at home, folks, Wildcat fans, what you can't see at home is that there is a bullseye that's painted up above the left field fence, and there are lots of holes in the center of that bullseye. Up to bat, Robert Nunez. Foul tip, back right behind the backstop. That's a ball count. And another ball scraping the clay. Another low ball, and it looks like ball 3. One more, and it's time for a walk. Another foul tip to the back. And it looks like we'll have a full count now. And Nunez strikes out, trying to protect the plate, swing and a miss. And that brings up 2 outs on this bottom of the 4th inning. Sabrino up to bat, pops up, and the pitcher gets under it, and that's all she wrote for the bottom of the 4th inning. 4th inning says goodbye with a score: Wildcats 12, Chargers 2. Let's see what happens in the 5th inning. So I'm reading a stat that this is today was the 5th home run, that your Wildcats have hit here at Pace Field. 4 in one day. I gotta say it's a good day for hitting. So once again, going into the 5th inning, your Wildcats are on the board 12-2, including 4 home runs hit this last at bat. So bottom of the 4th included 4 home runs. So the stands, unfortunately, are empty, but the scoreboard is definitely not. Ground ball to second baseman and throws out the batter, 1 out on top of the 5th inning. So second batter comes up, and Mustillier is ready to pitch. High fastball. Strike 1. We got a 1-1 count on number 52 for the Chargers. Ball 2. Mustillier's pitch is just a little low. Another strike call. A little low, but still called a strike. And it's ball 4, sending the batter to first base. And that's strike 1 for number 20 for the Chargers. So strike 2 for number 20. Top of the 5th inning, man on first. And he protects the plate and foul tips it straight back towards the football field. And that's a strike 3, caught looking and sent back to the dugout. So that's 1 out for the Wildcats. Top of the 5th inning, 1 out. Man on first. Pop fly goes straight back towards the parking lot and drops in the grass. Strike one. Stillier's pitch is a little low for another ball. Two balls, one strike. And making the count 3-1. Stillier not getting it right down the pipe. And we got a ground ball right by the first baseman. Wasn't able to make a play because of the runner. And that'll be a single, solid ground ball just inside the first base line. So man on first and second for the Chargers with one out here in the top of the fifth inning. And the first strike is called, first pitch is called a ball. And ball two. Ball three. That one was high for ball four, and the bases are loaded. Great pitch by Mustillier for strike one. A little low and outside for ball one. Bringing the count to 1-1. Swing and a miss for strike two. Line drive way off to the first base line for a foul ball. Wild pitch, but good stop by Sobrino. Keeps it in front of him. And just called ball. We have a shot right to second base. And that's all she wrote. It looked like there were 2 outs. The scoreboard confused me, said 1 out. And that's it. So with bases loaded, the Wildcats are able to stifle the rally by the Chargers. And folks, as you see everybody coming out to the field, that